Most people think the moment a meal ends, the story is over. But inside your body, that's actually when one of the most important metabolic decisions of the day begins. Right now, after you eat, billions of tiny signals start moving through your bloodstream like messages across a crowded city. Glucose rises, insulin responds, your cells prepare for incoming energy, and your body has to make a choice. Store that energy or use it. Most people never realize how much that decision changes depending on one simple thing: whether you stay still or start walking. Because what happens next inside your body during those first few minutes after a meal is far more powerful than it looks from the outside. And the strange part is, your body has been waiting for this signal all along. Think of your body like a giant energy warehouse. Every time you eat, delivery trucks arrive carrying fuel, sugars, fats, nutrients, and your body immediately starts organizing where everything should go. Some fuel gets sent to your muscles, some gets stored in your liver, and some gets packed away into fat cells for later. But here's the part most people miss. Your body doesn't just respond to food. It responds to movement after food. And that changes the entire system. Because your body was never designed for eating and then instantly sitting down for hours. For most of human history, eating was followed by movement. Walking back, carrying things, traveling, working. The human metabolism evolved expecting motion after meals. So when you walk after eating, even slowly, your body suddenly recognizes an old biological pattern. And almost immediately, internal systems begin shifting. Now watch this. Within the first few minutes of your walk, your muscles start behaving differently. Even before your heart rate rises much, muscle cells begin opening tiny gateways on their surface. These gateways allow glucose, the sugar from your meal, to move directly out of the bloodstream and into the muscles where it can be burned for energy. Think of it like opening extra exits on a crowded highway. Traffic starts flowing faster. Blood sugar begins stabilizing, and your body doesn't need to release as much insulin to manage the situation. That matters more than most people realize, because insulin is like a storage signal. One of its jobs is telling the body to take excess energy and store it away. But walking changes the conversation. Instead of hearing "store this," your muscles start saying, "we'll use it." And this changes everything. Inside your legs, thousands of microscopic energy factories called mitochondria begin increasing activity. These structures exist to convert fuel into usable energy. The moment you walk after eating, they suddenly receive fresh incoming fuel directly from your bloodstream, and they get to work immediately. This is where it gets interesting. Your muscles can absorb glucose during movement with less reliance on insulin. That means a short walk after eating may help lower blood sugar spikes more effectively than many people expect. Not through force, not through intensity, but through timing. And your body loves timing. Imagine pouring water into a sink. If the drain is open, water flows smoothly. If the drain is blocked, pressure builds. Walking after meals is like opening the drain while energy is arriving. And inside your body, that creates a completely different metabolic environment. But most people stop paying attention here. They think the walk is only burning a few calories. What they don't see is the hidden chain reaction beginning underneath the surface. Because, around 10 to 15 minutes into your walk, another shift starts happening. At first, your body mainly uses readily available glucose from your recent meal. It's quick fuel, easy access energy. But as movement continues, your muscles begin asking for more support. And now the body starts becoming more flexible with fuel usage. This is where metabolic flexibility begins to matter. Your body slowly transitions from simply handling incoming energy to balancing multiple fuel systems at once. Fat cells begin receiving hormonal messages. Blood circulation improves. Stored energy starts becoming more accessible. And inside your bloodstream, the entire traffic pattern changes. This is where most people stop. But this is where it starts. Because consistency teaches your body something. Efficiency. Every repeated walk after meals acts like practice for your metabolism. Your muscles become better at absorbing glucose. Your body learns that incoming energy is regularly being used instead of constantly stored. Over time, this can change how your body handles food altogether. Not overnight, but gradually, quietly, like rewiring a system from the inside. Now think about what normally happens after eating in modern life. You sit, maybe in a car, maybe on a couch, maybe at a desk. And inside the body, a completely different story unfolds. Glucose stays elevated longer. Insulin remains active longer. Muscles stay mostly inactive. Energy demand stays low. So the body starts storing more of what arrived. Not because your body is broken, because it's adaptive. That's what intelligent systems do. And this is the deeper layer most people misunderstand about fat loss. Your body is not trying to sabotage you, it's responding to signals. Every day your body asks one question: will this energy be needed soon? Walking after meals sends a very clear answer: yes, and your biology responds accordingly. Now here's something fascinating researchers have observed. Even short walks after meals, sometimes as little as 10 minutes, can significantly reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes compared to remaining sedentary. Not because walking is extreme, but because your body is extremely responsive after eating. That post-meal window is metabolically active. Your body is listening carefully during that time, and movement changes the instructions. But here's the part most people miss. The benefits are not only about blood sugar. Inside your brain, changes are happening too. As circulation improves, more oxygen and nutrients move through the system. Stress hormones begin shifting. Digestion can become more efficient. Even the nervous system starts receiving calming signals from rhythmic movement. Your walk becomes more than exercise. It becomes communication, a signal that says, we are active, we are safe, we are using energy. And the body responds by becoming more cooperative over time. This is where it gets even more interesting. Repeated post-meal walks may slowly improve insulin sensitivity. That means your cells become better at responding to insulin signals, requiring less effort to manage energy in the future. Think of insulin like a key. In insulin resistance, the locks become rusty. The key stops working efficiently. But regular movement helps restore responsiveness. The locks begin opening more smoothly again. And this can influence energy levels, cravings, fat storage, and metabolic health in ways most people never connect to something as simple as walking. Now watch this. Around 20 to 30 minutes after your meal, while you're still moving, digestion is continuing in the background. Nutrients are being broken down, absorbed, distributed. But because your muscles are active, your body starts directing more of those resources toward immediate use instead of long-term storage. It's almost like your muscles step forward and volunteer first. We'll take it from here. And your metabolism adapts around that behavior. Over weeks and months, this creates subtle but powerful changes. Your body becomes more efficient at handling carbohydrates. Energy crashes may become less dramatic. Fat storage pressure may decrease. Movement starts feeling easier. And deep inside muscle cells, mitochondria can even increase in number and function over time. Your body literally upgrades its energy system in response to repeated movement. Not through punishment, through adaptation. And this changes the entire relationship between you and your metabolism. Because most people spend years trying to force the body into fat loss, harder workouts, more restriction, more stress. Meanwhile, the body keeps defending itself. But walking after meals works differently. It cooperates with your biology instead of fighting it. And your body notices the difference. This doesn't mean walking after meals is magic. It doesn't erase overeating. It doesn't instantly melt fat. But it changes the direction of internal signals repeatedly over time. And biology responds to repeated signals. That's how adaptation works. One walk alone may seem small, but your body does not experience habits individually. It experiences patterns, and patterns become identity inside the nervous system and metabolism. Now imagine this habit repeated day after day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Tiny windows of movement after each meal. At first, nothing dramatic seems to happen. But underneath the surface, your body starts reorganizing itself around those repeated signals. Glucose management improves. Inflammatory stress may decrease. Circulation becomes more efficient. Muscles become metabolically active more often throughout the day. Even appetite regulation can begin changing. And this creates a strange realization. Your body was never asking for perfection. It was asking for communication. Movement after meals tells your biology that energy has purpose, that fuel is being used, that the system is active, and the body responds by becoming more efficient instead of more resistant. But if that signal never comes, the opposite adaptation can happen too. Long periods of inactivity after meals teach the body a different lesson. Energy is arriving, but rarely being used. So the system adapts toward storage, toward conservation, toward lower demand. Not out of failure, out of survival intelligence. That's why small habits matter so much biologically. Because your body is constantly learning from repetition. And this changes everything. The most powerful part of walking after meals isn't the calories burned during the walk itself. It's the message the walk sends to your metabolism. A message repeated over and over until the body slowly begins trusting that energy will be used instead of endlessly stored. And over time, your internal systems start acting differently because of that trust. Your muscles become more responsive. Your energy systems become more flexible. Your metabolism becomes less reactive and more stable. Because you trained it through signals. Your body isn't broken. It's listening. And walking after meals may be one of the clearest metabolic conversations you can have with it. A simple act on the outside that quietly changes systems deep within you. So the next time you finish a meal, remember this. Inside your body, a decision is about to be made. And even a short walk can change the outcome. What surprised you most about what happens inside the body after walking post-meal? And have you ever noticed a difference in your own energy or cravings after doing it consistently?